how much protein, when you should be eating it, and all that good stuff so that you can be better guided moving forward. What's up, everybody? It is Coach Paul here from Rise Above here in Shorewood, and I am here to teach you about everything protein related. There's so much information out there that, especially with protein, every product I know is like, let's enhance it with extra protein, which is fine, except if you don't need that much protein, it'll end up making you a little bit extra, weight gain and stuff like that. So this video is mostly to, explain how much protein, when you should be eating it, and all that good stuff so that you can be better guided moving forward. So the first thing I want to talk about is how much protein. So how much protein is completely dependent on your goal, but we have a very good generic formula that we give all of our clients here, which is about 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of lean body mass. Now, there is this other formula that some people use that is 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight, which is extremely different, and I don't usually recommend that because depending on how much body fat you carry, it'll accidentally make you eat way too much protein. So generally speaking, we recommend our clients to go off of your lean body mass. If you're not familiar with lean body mass basically is any weight on your body that is not fat. So your bones, your organs, your skin tissue, your muscle, anything like that is going to attribute towards your lean body mass. So obviously you're not going to want to eat protein for the amount of fat that you have on your body, hence why we tend to recommend more towards the lean body mass. Now, if you don't know your lean body mass, you could guess based off of what you look like in the mirror. There's tons of guides on Google that you can look up to figure out what your body fat percentage is, and then you can calculate that number. Or if you have access to an electrical impedance machine like we do here, we have an in-body scanner that we use with all of our clients that basically tells you exactly what your lean body mass is. So I want to talk about the differentiation between that and not using your body weight, right? So I actually used my example for this. So I currently have about 140 pounds of lean body mass, which would recommend me for about 140 grams of protein per day. But I actually currently weigh about 180, which based off the other formula, you can see it's about 40 grams higher than what we would do if we were to use this other sort of alternative formula. And in all honesty, you don't need to be eating that much protein. I try to get my clients to eat as little as possible where they still are getting results from eating their protein. But let's go ahead and talk about the protein, when you should be eating it. Now, if you were to ask any fitness professional in the area or in the world, they're always going to tell you you should probably drink a protein shake about 30 minutes after your workout. And that's a very popular thing that has been in the fitness industry for a very long time. And there is science to prove that it is more effective if you do drink your protein post-workout. But what we find here with our clients is that those types of situations where we take one small aspect of the truth and we blow it up into something that's a lot more important, typically that means that that person is trying to sell you something. The reason being is like when we coach here with our clientele, we actually don't tell them to take a protein shake within 30 minutes. Our guidance is actually based off of adherence. And what I mean by that is yes, ideally 100% better results if you were to drink protein immediately after your workout, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you shouldn't do it at all if you can't. And what I mean by that is the number one thing that you have to think about with your routine or anybody's routine is adherence. Can you stick to drinking a protein shake after your workouts, in the 30-minute time window every day? And if the answer is no, then I actually wouldn't recommend that for you as an individual. In fact, most people are pretty busy individuals where, obviously if you were to have 3 to 4 meals of equal protein throughout the day, that would be the perfect ideal situation, but we don't live in a perfect ideal world. So, sometimes we have to kind of take what we can get in any given scenario. So with our typical clients, when we give them this protein goal of whatever their lean body mass is, we're not trying to say you need to eat, 140 divided by 5 meals across evenly in the day, because in all reality, nobody's life is that structured and that perfect, and we need to have a little bit of flexibility. With our clients here, we really try to hone in on the concept of sustainable, not perfection. perfection is extremely hard to sustain and usually can only be last about 3-ish months. So arguably, if you're looking to improve your body the rest of your life, you're going to want to stick to something that's more sustainable or something that you can do for a very long time. Doing something for a very long time is always going to have the best result on you. So I always say sustainability and longevity are going to be the two main things you're looking for when it comes to any sort of routine. So when it comes to protein, in this world, everybody wants to add protein to everything. But in all reality, just because you're eating more protein, it doesn't mean you're going to necessarily gain muscle faster. There's a certain point where after you eat a certain amount of grams of protein, your body will actually start to convert it to fat just because it's extra calories. So we have to have that whole fine line of not enough, but too much type of situation. And we really base that off of any sort of lean body mass number that you'd be able to give us. If you guys have any questions about protein, don't be afraid to leave them in the comments. I will be glad to answer those for you.